Okay lads, let's start with the most obvious thing to say about this anime, and that is the fact that this one might be the most polished new anime of the year, production-wise. And A1 Pictures, they deserve all the credit for that. As for the story and characters, I have zero complaints about how the writing went about our girls' respective arcs, because I'm quite sure the author did due diligence in ensuring the authenticity of the girls' progression. Speaking of arcs, lads, you have to admit, if you saw episode 11 in its entirety, then you know this episode was so difficult to watch. If you say otherwise, then you're lying. Anyone with a bit of empathy would understand how difficult Komari's situation was. You know, the whole trying to move on and be that person that can do things for others, even if it's just once. And seeing Komari fumble the bag during the meeting, it's one of those moments that none of us would have wished to have happened to her, which is why it was so difficult to watch. And the inevitable confrontation between Komari and Nukumizu by the end of it, it pretty much went as well as realism would let it happen. As for the final episode, I have to say, this finale felt more like an OVA episode than a finale, though I am aware that this one is anime original and the author was responsible for this episode. I mean, it pretty much had a little bit of everything from the previous episodes, and I sympathized a bit with Nukumizu with how the whole thing for this episode was relatively artificial. Having said all that, the whole Makeine experience was one of the more memorable ones for me in 2024 as far as new animes are concerned. And one more thing before I end this video, my stance regarding the girls has not changed since my first impressions of this anime. I'm partial to Anna because we need a win for the blue-haired girls for once, but I'm also not against with the idea of Lemon or Komari winning either. All I'm against with is a harem ending because I'm sure as ever all of the girls deserve so much better than just being a harem member. So yeah, that's about it for me. Until next time then lads.